Hails and welcome to Rauta's vinyl reviews. Now, previous weeks I've been mostly doing somewhat older vinyl ones, but this time I was happy to get this baby quite fresh from the oven. This is Misery Index with Complete Control, their 2022 album. And man, this one kicks ass. Now, those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, well, Misery Index is kind of the American Napalm Death, if you will. That is combining death metal with grindcore, having political lyrics and topics, and more importantly, making great riffs, good songs, and just kicking a lot of ass with their music. Now, more or less, I've been a fan since their 2003 album, debut album, Retaliate. And as such, I kind of hastily requested this album from the label. Hey, I would like to review it. So what a positive surprise it was that this came here as a vinyl. As you can see, this includes kind of a big ass inlay with lyrics and everything. And of course, the vinyl, which is kind of a heavy one, I think, based on my experience. I would say this is 180 grams, pretty basic, two-sided, 30 minutes, give it a go, give it that. And then as a bonus content, I guess, I'm gonna just roll out a little bit farther away from you. And there you have this poster with this rather nice looking skull being the one on the cover. So, Misery Index from United States, Complete Control. Now that we unboxed the vinyl, it's time to tune in you for Misery Index Metal Archive site, while I'll tell a little bit more about this band. Now, there is only one member left, original member that is, of the original Misery Index lineup. It seems the rest have been changed over the years, but these guys have been playing the band quite some time, you know, since 2010 or earlier. And mind you, during those years, Misery Index have done dozens and dozens of releases. However, not too many full albums. I mean, there's like 7 full albums. So they have been releasing an album every 3 years on average, give or take, once again. But a lot of singles, some EPs, some splits, and whatnot. But Complete Control is something that I wouldn't consider their best, nor the worst, but very, very expected quality of Misery Index. And that quality is good. Now, of course, because they're signed to a bigger label, one such as Century Media, of course, it's kind of a given that the production is really, really solid. I mean, it's powerful, it's crystal clear, but more importantly, it's very fitting for the band. That is, whether we're talking about those blasting, ass-kicking drums, or the vocals, which are strong both in growling and grunting, and, of course, guitar bass, what have you, everything is just like near perfect. I don't know if they're perfect, but it's very, very goddamn fitting for this kind of music. Now, during these 30 minutes and then some, you go through 9 tracks which are pure Misery Index, both good and bad. Bad? Why? How? What is that? Question. Now, that is, if you didn't like previous Misery Index albums for whatever reason, if you don't like them live or all that stuff, I don't think this one is gonna change your mind, because Misery Index is actually delivering what Misery Index is supposed to do, and that is the very, very intense, fast forward, fast tempo material, which then again really combines grindcore and death metal in wonderful ways. Now, I did a little bit of a writing of a review for this album as well in Finnish, and in that review I kind of pondered a little bit how Napalm Death has been getting older. Don't get me wrong, Napalm Death has been very, very good during their best peak moments, but it seems lately they have been going on decline, maybe just a little bit, but nonetheless. Whereas Misery Index is still proving to be very, very much like energetic, as if they're still very, very young guys. They're not in reality, but still, I mean, they have all what it takes to do a really, really strong death grind release. And throughout these 33 minutes, I was like, yeah, this is just not holding back at all, not even kind of slowing down, but giving your nose a little bit of punching, figuratively speaking, and doing that in a good way. Now, there are no weak moments, there are no moments that give you this idea like what the hell is going on, but it's just Misery Index the right way. Like I said, it's not their best though, but still, I mean, it's a good album for sure. Now, if you have previously heard any kind of a Misery Index along the way, there's no reason why not to give this one a go. That is, if you like the previous ones. Now, like I said, if you don't, I don't think this is gonna change your mind for the better or worse. But definitely a good and solid album for those fans alike. They have been great live, and I'm looking forward to see them again in some future. And meanwhile, well, let's give this one another spin. A good, solid album, one of the better ones of 2022. So, that's being said, give this one a go, either via your favorite streaming services or go for a physical product, CD, LP, and who knows what. Now, time to go. You click and you listen. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye-bye.